about a few people that I met. The first one is a pastor. He was doing USANA for about 10 years, and then he had a major stroke. I went to his house, and when he was talking, basically, I cannot understand what he's saying. So we started him on stem cell. And on stem cell, he was able to improve his speech rapidly. I have a nephew that also had a stroke in Palawan. He wound up in the hospital, and as soon as I found out, I went there and I started him on stem cell. In about 3 weeks, he was almost back to normal. The only problem is yung dila niya is kind of like crooked. So sometimes you don't understand what he says. So after another month on stem cell, everything came back 100% back to normal. I have a niece that has an uncle also in Puerto Princesa. This gentleman had a right-sided stroke, and then he had a left-sided stroke. He was laying in bed for 1 year, just like a mummy. He does not move. He does not open his eyes. He doesn't say anything. And his daughter decided to try stem cell. They started giving him the stem cell through the nasal gastric tube. And when they did that, within about 3 weeks, they told me his eyes opened for the first time in a year. His hands started moving. And the daughter told me this: if he doesn't hear anybody in the house, umiyak siya, he starts crying, kawawa. And then after about 3 months on the stem cell, now he can sit up, from being a mummy and improving a little bit, all right? So if they continue doing stem cells, I'm hoping that he will continue seeing improvement. But when you have a left-sided stroke and a right-sided stroke, that is very difficult to treat. So it's better, again, prevention, so you don't get a stroke. But if you have a stroke, start stem cells immediately, because medications will not reverse any of your medical conditions. It'll just make you take a lot of medications. Personally, when I met Ann, I had a lot of problems with my right knee. And then one day, while I was working in my backyard, I was up on a ladder, bali yung ladder, and I hit my inner thigh, and I thought I pulled a muscle. But for 9 months, I could not lay on my right side or my left side. It was very painful. And then I saw a friend of mine who's what is called a physiatrist. A physiatrist is like a sports medicine doctor. And he did some manipulation on my leg and said, you have arthritis, go get an x-ray. So I got x-rays, and it showed arthritis on both sides on my hips. And so I started taking Portier, and guess what happened? No more pain. I can sleep on my right or my left side. I don't have problems with my knees anymore. And as a hobby, I teach karate in Puerto Princesa. Actually, I don't charge anything for it because I just love doing this, all right? So all my physical problems went away, and hallelujah, Portier placenta works wonderful. Okay? Thank you very much.